It was week number 7 for Monday Night Raw in the brand new Netflix era, but it certainly wasn't a lucky number 7 as once again Raw delivers its lowest numbers since moving to Netflix. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, the boom period, Monday Night Raw, the great booker Triple H. Yes, that man right there couldn't book shit. And once again, the Raw ratings, the Netflix ratings reflecting that nobody cares. People have practically given up on WWE. They tuned in the first week. The numbers got lower. They got lower. They got lower. Now they're pretty much getting as low as they can possibly go. But trust me, once WrestleMania is done, once WrestleMania is over, we'll see these numbers go even lower. Your big stars, your big Hall of Fame legendary stars, these icons such as Penta. What's he doing these days? He's doing absolutely nothing. Funny enough, the only show that got a good number, or a half-decent number, was the one he wasn't on, was the premiere. I mean, ever since Penta appeared on Raw, the numbers have been going down every single week. So, how good's Penta? Answer to that question is not very good at all. But yeah, this week's Raw did a 2.8 million for the February 17th edition, 2025. Now, that is the same number as last week's show, which was also at that point the lowest. So, back to back 2.8 million shows. Last week was the lowest Raw. This week is also the lowest Raw. Raw was ranked number 10 globally and number 5 in the US, which I believe is the lowest in terms of the Netflix global ratings. Raw now down at number 10, close to dropping out of the top 10 and staying at number 5 in the US domestically for the week. So, yeah, just more numbers for Raw there. Not impressive. We just look at them overall. 5.9, 3.7, 3.0, 2.9, 3.1, 2.8, and then 2.8. Of course, since it went under 3 million, the only show to go over 3 mil was, of course, the show after the Royal Rumble, which is to be expected. And, you know, they did have a couple of returns at the Rumble. So, I mean, it's not surprising that that show marginally went up. But other than that, it's just down. It is down. And now we're getting back-to-back shows at 2.8 million. Will we see Raw go even lower next week? It is a possibility. But, yeah, that 5.9 in week 1, that wasn't even a good number. 5.9 for Raw over the space of an entire week, over the entire world. That's not good, but I mean, now they're way under half of that. They're nowhere near what they were doing at the beginning, so they really have dropped off here. And I think it's just really a question now of how low can they go, and I think that we'll see the answer to that is indeed very low. I mean, they may be selling tickets, they may be making money by charging people insane amounts, but as a product, as in terms of like overall viewers, the amount of eyes that they've got, I mean, at this moment in time right now, it's not a lot. Wrestling's never been more unpopular, and out of the people that's watching it, how many people are actually enjoying it? I mean, that's the thing. You got 2.8 million here, but how many of that 2.8 million are enjoying what they're seeing? Because I would argue a lot of people are hating what you're getting right now. It's not like you've got 2.8 million happy people viewing this show. I would argue a lot of that 2.8 is people that are borderline ready to give up, that might give up next week. So yeah, they need to do something, and we know that they ain't going to do nothing. I mean, we can't even get John Cena, for God's sake. What are we doing here with wrestling? I don't know. Worst Mania build-up of all time. But yeah, let's go into the clips then from Raw. Now, of course, these clips have been up now for approximately 7 days, a week. You'd expect the numbers to be great, and honestly, they really are not. So in first place, we have Braun Breaker spearing Dominic Mysterio in a failed attack on AJ. That's got 653k. Second place, Gunther incites chaotic exchange with Jey Uso, 516k. So Gunther in second place there. Gunther, Jey Uso, very strange match. I mean, I don't want to rant on it right here, right now. Maybe that's a separate video, but this just does not feel like a WrestleMania match. If Gunther was taking on Jey Uso for the belt, first of all, it feels more like the Intercontinental belt than it does the world title. But let's say it is for the world title. This feels like something that would be on a throwaway pay-per-view, a B-level premium live event. It certainly doesn't feel like something that would be on a top 4, never mind WrestleMania. I cannot believe they're going in this direction. I still can't believe this is what they're actually doing, but hey-ho, that is the way they want to go. Third place, we've got Seth freaking Rollins qualifies for the Chamber over Finn Balor. I got 473k. Finn Balor hitting the stomp. Seth Rollins, hitting the stomp on Finn Balor. These numbers are getting stomped out. The viewers are getting stomped out by Raw. Big Nose Triple H stomping the viewers away, one view at a time. Fourth place, Roxanne Perez qualifies for the Chamber thanks to Bianca Belair and Naomi, 365k. Penta uses Ludwig Kaiser's disruption to beat Pete Dunne, 365k. So Penta not really doing anything now. Now he's been in the company about 6 weeks. People have just lost interest. Nobody cares. Guy's not a star. He's just another Mexican in a mask. He's no better than anybody else in Legado del Fantasma or LWO. Yeah, they might try and make him feel important with his entrance and the flames and stuff like that, but trust me, after WrestleMania, in 3 months' time, this guy will be nobody. Then we got the LWO in 6th place. They send a message. They send the New Day running with a painful payback, 274k. And in last place, 7th place, Dakota Kai wins the right to challenge Lyra Valkyria. 234k, and that's just the last thing that we need on wrestling, whether it be Raw, whether it be SmackDown. Just the inclusion now of a secondary, belt for the women. The women's division is shit. The women's division can barely have 2 world title belts. I mean, honestly, I think having 1 Undisputed Women's Championship would be enough. Now we're running about with 4 women's belts on the main, and that's not even including the tag team belts. Jesus. It's just, oh man, the amount of women's belts we've got, and then on NXT you've got another 2. It's just so uncalled for. And women's wrestling's garbage. Again, it's a dumb idea. Instead of focusing on, pushing women and trying to get women into the main event scene and trying to make them credible challengers for the world belt, now they're just going to have all these women stuck in the mid-card, and that's the whole reason to have the IC belt and the US belt, man. It's all retarded at the end of the day. I mean, Triple H doing a really fucking bad job here of running Raw. I can't believe it, honestly. Triple H, I actually liked him. I know a lot of people don't, but I thought as a performer he was pretty good. He was never one of the greats, but I thought he was a great for sure. Always liked the stuff. Great heel. But my God, he's got nuclear heat right now with us, because what he's delivering in terms of the product is absolutely goddamn awful. And I never thought Triple H could do something this bad. But yeah, trust me, guys, he is doing something bad. He's doing something horrible. He's killing wrestling. He is killing wrestling. Make no mistake about it. Anyway, that's it. WWE Raw, 2.8 million for a consecutive week there. So 2 weeks in a row, 2.8 million. What will it be next week? Who knows? I think next week would be the go-home show before Elimination Chamber. They did advertise Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. I mean, we might see a slight increase, but it was a shit show. So at the end of the day, who knows? That's it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.